we really need to taper the expectation from coaches on like what people have a threshold for doing if they're part-time, and saying, well, my coaches should just really, they should just really want to do it. I'm like, that's bullshit, man. Very few people fall in that bucket where they're just going to crush themselves part-time at night, writing lesson plans, doing all this other stuff when they have a full-time, 9 to 5 and 2 kids and are just like doing this out of leisure. Right? You have to make that leap at some point to build a team where it's not just you and a bunch of part-timers. That's not a business. It's not. Like you are actually the sole person. You're just unaware of it at that point.
Yeah, I know for me, I tricked myself into thinking I've got all these employees, I'm running this great thing. And it was like, I had 20 part-timers, most of which were interns, getting paid nothing. And then I would just have a tremendous amount of frustration when I actually needed help or needed something. You'd always have 1 or 2 that would stick around. And ultimately those became my full-time. I mean, I remember Murph, the guy that lost all that weight and was working for me, he and this guy, James, they would just continue to show up. And James ultimately became, a partner of mine. He co-authored my nutrition book. And I just remember thinking like, why are you here? Like he went to college like 3 hours away. He's like, I don't know. I just like helping out. And I'm like, you're the kind of guy I want. And ultimately I hired him out of college and he became a full-time coach, and he's still, he's in his 30s now. He's an adult. So, it's an easy, I would say it's almost like, Coach Classman has that, like the novice coach. Mm-hmm. I would say there's the novice entrepreneur. And a novice entrepreneur,
which most of us spend way too much time there.
If not forever.
Yeah.
Most box owners never leave that. But the novice entrepreneur doesn't respect other people's time. They don't value it. They don't pay them for their time. And they're always frustrated because their unwillingness to pay people eventually just becomes half-assed workers that ultimately get frustrated as well. And now, we've talked about this before on a recent episode. Those workers need to take some onus as well and tell the box owner, hey, I deserve to get paid more.